Hey, we're going live. Ooh, ooh. Hey, and you can do that and it'll keep it nice and smooth. That's awesome.
Kind of.
Not up and down.
It's better than...
Yeah, it's more like front to back.
More like rotation.
Better than the way I used to hold the camera. All right, there we go. We're getting some people in here. Hi guys, welcome to Sideshow Live. We are taking a look at some of the Prime One, at all of the Prime One Studios pieces. These are incredible. We're starting with the DC section of what Prime One Studio has brought to Comic-Con. This is the Batman statue from Batman Hush. These are 1/3 scale statues, so these are impressive. They stand extremely tall. So this is Batman. He has a sculpted cape with some incredible, like, leathery textures. There's some beautiful sculpture work on this piece, especially in the bat suit as well. You can see it emulates fabric very well, but it is all sculpt. He's holding a looks like a batarang, but it's attached to his grappling rope. So, and the rope seems to be a mixed media fabric piece, but otherwise got all sculpt here, including the pouches on his utility belt, and he is standing on a Gotham Gargoyle themed base. Love that stony architecture-like work. All right, so next up, also from Batman Hush, we've got the Superman statue. This is the fabric cape edition. There was a sculpted cape edition, but this is the one with the fabric cape that you can pose and tailor to your liking.
Did you see Batman vs. Superman?
People are saying they showed Orlando earlier. We did. That was a different live stream special sneak peek review. This piece is really cool because it looks like Superman really is defying gravity. He is anchored in at the feet, but the pose and the fabric cape and just the stance he's taking make him really look lighter than air. And he is standing on a sort of a fountain base with angel statues. Very, very cool. And his costume, apart from the fabric cape, is also all sculpt. They got some great textures into that. Great coloration on the muscles of his suit. Very classic comic book colors. Check that out. And this one's really tall. I mean, again, these are 3rd scale statues, so these are extremely tall at our display. All right, this is the Poison Ivy statue from Batman Hush. This is Poison Ivy, Pamela Isley, standing in a garden with her monstrous plants. You can see that she has some destroyed like girders and iron pieces in the bottom of her base to show that Poison Ivy, Mother Nature, will not bow to humanity. She is here to take back the concrete jungle and make it a real jungle. Check out those. I love those little monster plants. They've got terrifying teeth. They've got kind of eyes going on too. And Poison Ivy has vines growing all over her. She has a sculpted costume. Love that hair. The hair really gets the look of the vines that are growing up around her. And she looks very delicate and alluring, but also incredibly powerful because she has created these insane plant monsters. Look at this one. Love that one. That one definitely has teeth, tongue, eyes, almost claws going on there. That is incredible. There's some really cool different textures and colors on these pieces with the different sculpting materials that they use. So that is Poison Ivy from Batman Hush. This is the Huntress statue. She is not available for pre-order yet, but you can RSVP for her, I believe, on our website. Go to sideshow.com/Comic-Con to check out her RSVP page. Be the first to be notified when we get any information about her. This is Helena Bertinelli, Huntress, clad in her purple costume. She also has a beautiful sculpted cape. Very cool. Lots of dynamic motion, capturing the wind in her hair and the flow of the cape as she stands atop a building in Gotham City. She also has that concrete architecture on her base, which is super cool. And she is holding a bow staff and a gun. Yeah, check out that sculpted. Oh yeah, and there's the holster for where her gun would go. Very cool. And I believe this is also all sculpted costume, sculpted cape. And she will come with some swap-out accessories, I've heard, but we don't have that information yet. But if you want to get that information, be sure to go to sideshow.com/Comic-Con and RSVP for more information. I know, check that out. Huge. These pieces have an immense, impressive footprint. And if you're at the show, visit booth 1929 and check these out for yourself. Okay, now this is terrifying. This is from the Dark Knight Metal series. This is the Batman Who Laughs. Check that out. I heard nothing but great things about the Dark Knight Metal series. Tons of warped versions of the Justice League coming out of that. He's got a group of feral robins tethered with these cool chains. They're just crawling, ready to leap off of his base practically. This is a scary, scary version of Batman. And I know that the backside of this base does say Batman Who Laughs. The Batman Who Laughs in like a wrought iron fence style. Check that out. This is so cool. This is a piece I'm sure people are going to be talking about a lot. He is not available for pre-order yet, so again, you can check him out and RSVP on our website for more information.
We're going to go all over there, actually.
All right.
Let's grab this one, yeah.
All right. We've got one more DC piece from Prime 1 Studios to show you.
Excuse me, sir.
This is Batman. Again, so many cool Batman pieces in this lineup. This is a more like Dark Knight Returns kind of style Batman, I think. He's got the bright yellow utility belt, really, really muscled, great sculpture detail on his costume, his cape. His cape also has some like weathering and dirt effects on it. And he is standing on a massive, massive, another gargoyle base. Those are the best vantage points in Gotham. I mean, just ask Huntress, just ask Batman, and he is holding a giant hunting rifle. This one is a really, really powerful Batman piece. You get in on some of those sculpted textures on his cape and suit. Very, very cool. Yeah, definitely Frank Miller style. This one is also on RSVP on our website. If you want to get more information, go to sideshow.com/Comic-Con and check that out. All right, now we're going to make the jump to a bunch of different licenses. Still Prime 1. But the themes are going to be a little bit different for everyone. Hopefully there's something for everyone here. So we want to check this one out? Yeah. This guy right up in here. Let's get here.
Let's get over here.
This is Kong versus the Skull Crawler from Kong Skull Island. Look at that. This is an epic battle diorama. Oh my goodness. Just look at the scale of it.
Too.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
not sculpted. It's like real.
That's like flocked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Kong is like flocked. I didn't even notice that. That is really cool. And you can see also on the skull crawler's tail, there's some cool like scars.
Might be able to wrap around and get this.
Yeah.
We'll get
Yeah,
it
this
on
one will
the-
have to
Oh, that's okay.
go around. You can see that Kong is standing on a propeller or a boat that is crushed. There's a motor propeller in the water. He's got chains wrapped around him as he does battle. There is the skull crawler. Ooh, look at that. There's some cool like, is that almost translucent resin on the claws? That's awesome. Prime 1 Studio does a great job with effects, like environmental effects. All the water, the blood, the gore, mud. Very, very cool. Yeah. So next up from Prime 1 Studio, this is Alita. This is the Alita Berserker Body statue from the upcoming Alita Battle Angel movie. It is based on the manga Battle Angel Alita. Super cool piece. She's got that uncanny realism in her face because she is a cyborg. She is standing over what looks to be another destroyed cyborg. Her base does say Alita on it. And she's holding what I think looks like a spine, like a spinal cord from a cyborg. You can see that she's got a suit on, which I believe is also sculpted. But you can also see some of her exposed cyborg mechanical parts. That's the purple. Really looks like muscles, which is awesome. And she is holding a sword. So this is super cool. You guys should come check that out at booth 1929. And there's a scavenger hunt going on for Alita Battle Angel. So stop by booth 1929, check that out. So we had Geralt. Oh, excuse me. We had Geralt here last year. This is a new Geralt from Prime 1 Studios. This is Geralt of Rivia, and I'm going to botch this terribly in his Skellig Undvik armor. This is an alternate armor from the Witcher game series. If you know the Witcher game series, you know that Geralt is a monster hunter for hire. He's got a massive sword, and he is casting some sort of spell magic. This is a really cool piece because he's got sculpted chainmail. He's got the white wolf shield at the front of the base. And there's some beautiful, beautiful detailing on this costume that really gives you a sense of the world of The Witcher. That kind of fantastical way. Check that out. It's very cool. All right. So we'll loop around and get some of these pieces that are facing the other direction, but this is the Space Marine Blood Ravens from Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War 3. Check that out. So he is a member of the Blood Ravens chapter. from a cyberpunk dystopia. Super cool. So if you guys are familiar with Warhammer 40k, you should know who this guy is. He's got skulls all over his armor, all sculpt, I believe. Yeah, even these little tassels that have fabric-like texture, those are all sculpt. He's standing on a base that seems to have some molten action going on. Alien planet, distant future. Oh yeah, and if you see on his shoulder pauldron, he's got the symbol of the Blood Ravens. And it says Blood Ravens right there. This is super cool. I believe this is available for pre-order on our website already, so you can go to sideshow.com, check out the Space Marine Blood Raven statue from Prime 1 Studio. Very cool. All right. Oh my goodness. Now, we talked about this piece on another live stream, and I told the viewers I was unfamiliar with this from. They told me it is from Robotech. This is the VF1J Officers Veritech Battloid mode. Try saying that 5 times fast. This is so cool. This is a giant mech suit from Robotech. He's taking off of looks like a space station kind of themed base with that cool. I love the exhaust and the color and the way it fans out on the clouds, because you can really tell it's like that molten hot fire as he's taking off in this giant mech suit. There's some great shining textures or shining effects on the robot suit as well. There's a number of great textures in this piece, and I will definitely have to check out Robotech and become more familiar with it, because this is such a cool piece. Also kind of defying gravity. Look at that. Yeah, he's anchored in at the exhaust ports, but he looks like he is defying gravity with his rocket packs. Super cool. Ryan Jacot says physics don't apply to these statues anymore. No kidding. If you want the ultimate science lesson, come check out Sideshow at booth 1929. Some of these pieces look like they are actually flying off of their bases. It is so cool. This is such a great time to be a collector, because the technology and things that we can do with these statues is unreal. Speaking of technology, this is Bumblebee. This is Transformers Last Night Bumblebee. This guy's getting his own movie soon too. I heard that they were announcing some news for that at Comic-Con. This is super cool. You can see all of that intricate Transformers detail with Bumblebee in full action from Transformers The Last Night. I believe this one is available for pre-order now, so you guys can check out our website. Check that out. He's got a hand cannon active, and he's got that little Autobot symbol up on his forehead, which is super cool. And you can even see the wheels on the back of his shoulder blades. That's awesome. Check that out. Yeah, there's the little wheels. This is awesome. If you guys have that Transformers collection going, you want to add him to your collection. This is really cool. This is Ninja Batman from Batman Ninja. So that is an anime-inspired movie that just came out recently. I know that there's going to be an English version. There was also a Japanese version. Lots of news about this piece. But when Batman gets rocketed back to feudal Japan thanks to Gorilla Grodd, this is what happens. He becomes a feudal lord, and he has to rebuild all of his technology to take down the Joker. So this is Batman on... Oh, you can actually see the Joker, kind of Joker demon, because the Joker gets back to feudal Japan first and takes over and becomes Lord Joker. So this is really cool. There's a lot of really cool samurai-inspired architecture on the base. He's got his new bat suit that he has constructed for himself. And the sculpted cape on this thing is unreal. Again, talk about defying gravity. Check that out. All the movement, it definitely captures the style of the anime. If you've seen trailers for the film, it definitely has that artistic but also linear style. So they really captured that with the cape and the shape of his cowl. Super cool. So the last piece we've got here is another piece from The Witcher. This is Yennefer of Vengerberg. This is the alternate outfit version. So we saw a different version of her last year. This is a new one. Not up for pre-order yet, but you can RSVP for more information. This is beautiful. She is very associated with birds, so she's got those raven-ish feathers on her. I guess that's like a shoulder capelet. And there's some beautiful color transition gradient from that shining metallic black to green on her costume. You can see she is very adept at magic. She is preparing some spells. She has a locked treasure chest behind her. There are potions, there are spell books, there are scrolls. And I think there's actually some words on those. I don't know what they say, but you can check this out and find out Let's see. Jason Beal says, I'm going to buy that Space Marine. Change my mind. I'm not going to change your mind. This piece is awesome, so you're going to want to get that. If you're into Warhammer 40k, definitely recommend adding that to your collection. So this is... I have to play the Witcher series now. These are too cool, and you can see the backside of Geralt, just this high fantasy, really cool medieval style, and I believe her costume is also all sculpted, even those lacy socks she's wearing. That is so cool. All right, guys, so that does it for our Prime 1 Studios Highlights Tour. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Stay tuned all day because we'll keep going live. We've got at least 4 streams planned per day. Even more surprises maybe awaiting, like that surprise Lando reveal we did earlier. So you want to keep tuned in to Sideshow social media. Thank you guys so much for joining us. See you again soon. And don't forget to let your geek side show.